Ultimately, being open and respectful towards each other is much more powerful as a way to diffuse hatred and anger than layering on big walls and oppressive policies. Justin Trudeau.
These objectives were based on the assumption that Aboriginal cultures and spiritual beliefs were inferior and unequal. Indeed, some sought, as was infamously said, to kill the Indian in the child. Today, we recognize that this policy of assimilation was wrong, has caused great harm, and has no place in our country.
Do you know the Government of Canada is supposed to look after all the children who live here equally? The problem is it doesn't. First Nations kids get less money than other children for things they need, like healthcare, education, help for their families, and basics such as clean water. Blackstock et al. 2017. So what is discrimination? Discrimination is an action or a decision that treats a person or a group badly for reasons such as their race, age, or disability. These reasons are also called grounds and are protected under the Canadian Human Rights Act. In February 2007, two First Nations groups, the First Nations Child and Family Caring Society and the Assembly of First Nations, went to the Canadian Human Rights Tribunal to try to change the discrimination. It took 6 years for the hearing to officially start, almost 2 years for the hearing itself, and then over a year for a decision to be made. That's 9 years. After 9 years, the tribunal said the government was discriminating, giving First Nations kids less because they are First Nations, and ruled that First Nations children must get proper funding for the help they need. Blackstock et al. 2017.
In October 2019, the federal court orders Canada's applications for a stay and judicial review of the compensation order into case management. In December 8, 2019, an affidavit of Cindy Blackstock's providing details of the Caring Society's work to prepare for discussions with Canada regarding a process for identifying and providing compensation to victims of Canada's discrimination pursuant to 2019 CHRT 39. In the fight amongst politicians, the children lost again. Charlie Angus, Children of the Broken Treaty, Canada's Lost Promise, and One Girl's Dream.
Speaker, when this government was found guilty of reckless discrimination against First Nation children in 2016, the Prime Minister of this country made a solemn vow that he would respect the rulings of the Human Rights Tribunal, that he would address this, and he would not fight this. And yet there's been 9 non-compliance orders later, as well as a battle in federal court attempting to quash the ruling and deny the rights of the children who are in the broken child welfare system.
How can we advocate for First Nations children? Solving the problem. Celebrating events such as Have a Heart Day in your classrooms and integrating it with your students. Sending letters to the Prime Minister and the MPs. You can conduct peaceful demonstrations, rallies, and create public awareness about First Nations issues in Canada. You can also visit info@fncaringSociety.com.